Taz, Pearson Airport saw a steady stream of international arrivals today as Canada opens its borders to all travelers who are fully vaccinated. Travelers must show proof of vaccine upon arrival and must test negative for COVID-19 within 72 hours before the flight. Only PCR tests are accepted at the border. Travelers can't use an antigen or rapid test. PCR tests, though, are considerably more expensive, ranging from $150 to over $200. Anyone who doesn't provide these two proofs will not be allowed to board the flight. While arriving in Canada, a random sample of travelers will be selected to be tested again, though. They are not required to quarantine while they're waiting for the results. And any kids under 12 traveling with fully vaccinated parents are also exempt from quarantine, but have to get tested when arriving in Canada. Kids 12 to 17, though, must be fully vaccinated to avoid it, even if their parents are fully vaccinated. This decision comes as Canada is seeing a spike in cases during the fourth wave, but the government says even with an increase in travelers recently, Canada remains low for the percent positivity of those coming into the country. Between August 9th and 26th, the percent positivity among fully vaccinated travelers selected randomly was 0.19. That's around 100 positive tests of over 50,000 people tested. Most international travelers have been barred from entering Canada since the early days of the pandemic, keeping many loved ones separated. Like these two sisters. They ran into each other's arms during the as they got off the flights. Anissa studies here in Canada and hasn't seen her sister, who lives in Paris, France, in over 2 years.
I was stressed before. I was so scared something would come up and no, you have to go back, and I couldn't believe it was real, 2 years. I wanted to come last year, but with the pandemic, it was impossible.
Yeah, so we had to get a COVID test within 72 hours of leaving to make sure that we got it in here. And then when I landed, because I'm leaving in outside of 72 more hours, I had to go to get a departure COVID test here from the airport. So.
They need to revisit the PCR testing for entry. The rapid antigen should be quite fine once you're fully vaccinated and have no symptoms.
With an expected influx of travelers coming in the next few days, Pearson Airport is letting people know to have extra time before and after their flights. That's up to 3 hours before your flight heading into Pearson.